And, of course, the president's big trip, you know, he was in the Middle East this week. A lot of stuff happened. He's in Saudi Arabia. Boy, they have a bromance going on over there.
Yeah.
Trump has a unique bond with the Saudis. They both reshaped the Manhattan skyline.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Trump loves these rich Arab guys. He said to Crown Prince.
He loves their money.
Yes, and now Putin isn't returning his texts. Oh. But no, they also, listen to this, they set up a mobile McDonald's there.
Yeah.
And then they play YMCA. In a country where you could get the death penalty for being gay. I know they say, village people, that's not a gay anthem, but people think it is. Okay, so. So to play that while he's in Saudi Arabia, but, you know, that's Trump. And then it was on to Rome to meet the new pope to the tune of Wet-Ass Pussy. So I gave him a $400 million plane, which he accepted. Now, this has to be the ultimate if Obama did it, I think, you know, because if Obama did it, Fox News would be endlessly calling it a la Force One.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I will call it that, a la Force One. Trump says he will not be using it when he leaves office, and people don't believe that. Not the using it part, the leaving office part. But
we'll see.
A man named Glenn Rogers in Florida, they put him to death. He's a serial killer. His last words before the shit went in the arm were, "President Trump, keep making America great."
Wow, a serial killer.
But of course, what everybody is really talking and gossiping about is, I'm sure you know, the rapper and mogul Sean Combs.
Oh, God.
The trial is going on in New York, and oh my God. His ex, Cassie, testified this week, and according to her testimony, this shit is even sicker than we thought. I mean, he really puts the P in P. Diddy. But it may not be so bad for him after all, Puff Daddy, because Suge Knight said this week it's going to be okay because Trump is probably going to pardon him. Well, I don't know. Maybe, you know, Diddy's a terrible guy, but he does have a lot of oil. All right, we got a great show. We have Peter. You're such a serious guy. I mean, you ran our war in Afghanistan. I mean, you were head of the Joint Special Operations Command, which is our elite commandos when there's something terrorist going on. What do you think of the Puff Diddy trial? No, I'm
I mean, you see the movies and you see the bearded commando with big shoulders, knobby knuckles, and I was part of that. And now people can tell they're not all like that. And it's people of every age, of every sex, of every gender. If someone is transgender, no one cares. They want to get the job done right. I think we really are about what best defends us. And I think what best defends us is everybody.
The real problem is having soldiers fight among or next to people who are transgender or gay. They even segregate themselves in the military by race a lot of the times. So that's the real hard part, having them work together.
First of all, I do find it hard to believe that nobody in the military has a problem with trans people in the military. In women's locker rooms. There are some places people just don't want a penis. I mean, there are... look. I don't trust a penis no matter who has it. Okay, it's just not a trustworthy organ.
I've just never I never heard a discussion about transgender when I was in.
I don't know, this guy, I don't know.
And we're not going to have fighter pilots in the future. Even Elon Musk said that.
Yeah.
They did.
Let me paint a picture of a nuclear aircraft carrier for everybody. It's about 5,000 young Americans, average age like 18 years old. You wouldn't lend your car to them. Do people make mistakes? They do.
It's probably amazing that it doesn't happen more often.
Exactly.
And landing a plane on the aircraft carrier, I've seen enough movies to know what a bitch that is.
It's insanity.
It's insanity, right? At night.
Especially Top Gun, the video game.
The Supreme Court today just said they are denying 7-2 the Trump administration's request to swiftly resume deportations of Venezuelan nationals. If you've been following this story, Trump used something from 1798 called the Aliens Enemies Act.
Without due process, but does he even care? He could just flat out ignore them. Now I want to know who enforces that Supreme Court ruling.
Interesting. We could talk about the Supreme Court not always backing him up as people thought, but let's just get to this in the.
Yeah, those are
what
his
do you think
judges.
about this ruling by the Supreme Court? Will this be important?
Yeah, I mean, I think the court here is standing up for due process. Donald
There you
Trump doesn't
go.
like it. 88% of Americans, I think, according to Pew, think that Donald Trump should abide by whatever the Supreme Court says.
There you go. That's how it should be.
Generally,
That's what makes the United States what it is.
I mean, 78, I think 80% of Republicans in the same poll agree that the Supreme Court is the final word. But again,
Yeah.
like, we'll see what happens. This is a procedural decision. At February 2023, I think there were 250,000 apprehensions at the border. In March of this year, there were 7,000. So
My God.
fentanyl deaths are down in this country. Violent crime is coming down. So, like, it's working. They're arresting and deporting 65,000 people so far. So, like, the invasion is being stopped, but Trump is still saying we need the courts to push back the invasion.
But
65,000 illegal immigrants out of the, 10 million, 20 million they claim are in the country. That is very slow.
Due process is reserved for American citizens. But that is not what the Constitution
Nope.
says.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it should, but that's not what we're talking about. We're saying, what does it say? I mean, you talk about creative means, but creative can just kind of morph right into, we're just going to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And I don't think, as you said, those polling, I don't want gangs in this country either. Or, you know, was there bloat in the government? Or USA Aid, maybe there was some corruption. It's the way he does it. It's this.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Wrecking ball nature.
what's the right way?
Well, I don't know. Like if you were going to demolish a building, wouldn't you go in there and take out the valuable stuff first, as opposed to just knocking the fucking building down? I see lots of people on the right criticizing him for taking the plane and for being cozy with Qatar.
Both
I see
sides.
lots of people. It's a bromance diplomacy. The way he talks about these, he's a handsome guy.
Putting peace ahead of war, pretty popular with the American people right now.
Bill, I was on this.
Hell yeah.
Liked that Trump was promising to end wars. However unrealistic that was, he became the anti-war candidate and stole that from the Democratic Party over the years.
He does not like war. I knew that
No, he does not.
from what people had told me, and when I may have met him in the past recently.
How'd that go?
That it went great, actually. Put the messages on the caps, and you've seen these messages. They're all the same. They're kind of like, thanks, Mom and Dad, and hire me, and on to the next adventure. So every year, it's a tradition here that we show you some of the caps that we've seen. Would you like to see? Okay.
Oh, man.
I used AI to write this hat. Luigi, I'll wait for you. Pronouns, they, them. Job prospects, zero zilch. He has the answer to this, which is to ban porn. He has a bill. It's not funny to me, okay? Maybe it's funny to you, but I'm taking this very seriously. Porn is different than when I was a kid. Are you kidding? I mean, Playboy was super tame. It was some girl standing next to a bale of hay, you know. Now it is nasty. It really is. I don't look at that type, but I know it exists. Yep. It's like Alcoholics Anonymous with your dick.
I mean, we put the devil in your pocket every day. Porn, sports gambling. I mean, these young men, I think, are somewhat in crisis because we put things in their hands that they had to previously work to get. And now...
So you guys are saying nasty porn's okay if you work for it. Is that what
Yeah.
And what are we teaching these girls? It's not just the boys. What are we teaching them about their own personal humanity and values?
Okay, well...
It's always been like that.
I don't think we're teaching them. I think they're doing it because the economy sucks.
Yeah, probably.
They don't want to.
So you're saying this is the only job they can get?
I'm saying all these people are on OnlyFans.
Yeah. It's like the actress from The Sopranos. And she couldn't get any work acting. So she got an OnlyFans and she made millions of dollars. But that makes you think, can she get another job? Maybe she can. For whatever reason.
We have a split in the party. This is Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill, and he wants...
Like the SALT deduction. There's no Republicans in the Senate who care about the SALT deduction. There's the Bird rule.
What's the SALT deduction?
The state and local tax deduction. Your property taxes here in California.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, in working on this book that I'm writing, I did talk to someone...
Good plug.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. If you have $30, order it right now. But I talked to someone, one of his...
The American. Do you know what that is? It's the idea of Kristi Noem to have a new reality show where immigrants compete against each other to win American citizenship. She said it's not like the Hunger Games, even though it sounds exactly like the Hunger Games.
She is the thirstiest cabinet member of all of them. She will do anything to please Mr. Trump, run TV ads, do a game show. She is so thirsty, man.
Well, I mean, college campuses are running contests right now to see which students can hate America the most. Maybe we can have a contest to see who loves America.
All right. Thank you, guys. It's time for
New rule.
New rule. Someone has to tell Nikki Wake, who claims she had a three-way with another woman and her dead husband's ghost. No, what you had was lesbian sex. New rule, the townspeople of Kimballton, Iowa, who are furious about their tap water having turned pink, must look on the bright side. The rats in your sewer system are having a girl.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wisconsin mother of two who went missing from her home in 1962 and was just found alive at the age of 82. Everyone must stop pressing her to explain herself. Can a woman run a few errands?
Wonder Woman.
This car used to be fire. Now it's on fire. Trump said they were for, quote, radical left fascists, Marxists, and communists. Now he's selling them on the White House lawn.
Everything's computer.
That's right, Tarzan. Everything's computer. Computer good now. It's a drug. It's not a politician. Drugs don't have political parties. Although I do suspect Xanax is a Democrat. Because it was Michelle Obama who said it, and her program was called Let's Move. So Republicans bravely took a stand against movement. Fuck yeah, make America healthy. Finally, somebody said it. And when I say somebody, I mean not a black liberal lady. Now it's coming from...
That's true.
Now it's coming from someone more reasonable. A guy with a worm in his brain who believes in chemtrails. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh.
Now, it would be easy just to make fun of Marjorie Taylor Greene. And since this is week 16 of our season, I'm already tired. I think I will. Yes, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jewish space lasers. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she once said Biden had gazpacho police. She once demanded answers from Biden about something by June 31st, which is a date that does not exist. Although, to her credit, this is something she later acknowledged on July 44th. Okay, so...
Maybe he liked it.
Which is basically the same thing that Sinead O'Connor said in 1992 when she went on SNL and tore up a picture of the Pope. And nothing compared to how great lots of us thought that moment was. So don't be a hypocrite.
Nothing
And
compared.
that's the challenge. All right, that's our show. We're off next week, but back on May 30th. I want to thank Peter Hadley, Scott Jennings, and General Stanley McChrystal. Club Random drops every Sunday on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Now go watch Overtime on YouTube. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. I'll catch you on the next one, man.